Yo, how's it going, everyone? Welcome to episode 7 of Sir Brant and the stuff he does in his lifetime. That's exactly what this game is called. Yes, and the day he becomes a Sir is the day where he realizes he has a wiener. Anyways, Sir Tiber's school teaches children of all stripes. Nobles of the mantle and low-born parents can send their sons here, and every passing day the children of noblemen invent new ways to snub and bully the commoners. Most of the time the bully leading them is Diedrich, the son of the secretary for the imperial chancellery and a self-important slob. The sons of noblemen never pick on you, however. They know that your father has been ennobled by the mantle. However, Derek... I'm just gonna call him Derek. However, Derek and his retinue soon choose Tomas as their favorite victim. Time and time again, you ask your friend not to pay them any mind, but again and again, Tomas grows angry and snaps at their self-satisfied mockery. It is early morning. The students are busy flocking to the classroom for the next lesson. You wave Tomas over when you see him. He waves back at you, and then a bucket full of slop splashes on him. Needless to say, it is the work of Derek and his entourage. You hear his familiar creaky laughter. The tailor's son stinks. How dare he sit next to decent folk? Tomas clenches his fists.
So, Derek or Daedric?
Derek?
Just
call it. Yeah.
It makes me think of Dodoria. There you go.
Dodoria? Oh, from Dragon Ball?
Yeah.
Oh god! Oh, that's hilarious. That's so funny because I was having a conversation with someone the other day, like literally maybe like 2 days ago, and we were talking about Zarbon, who is Dodoria's like I don't know like partner in crime kind of person. That's so funny. It's weird how things work like that. Yeah, you're dead, Derek. He throws himself at Derek's haughty entourage like a soldier ready to wage war. He attacks them first. This is just what they expected, and they are free to retaliate. He barely makes one movement before 4 pairs of hands grab him at once. Derek sneers and kicks your friend in the belly. Tomas grabs for air and starts coughing. You stand between them as Derek readies another kick. The nobleman's son cocks an eyebrow. Why do you mingle with commoners, he asks. Your father is a noble of the mantle. You ought to be friends with your own kind, your equals, not the dirt beneath your feet. Behind him, 4 boys hold Tomas down as he struggles furiously. The other students are watching you, frozen in fear. Derek haughtily extends a hand to you. He clearly expects you to shake it. What will you do? Do we challenge Derek to a fight, where our nobility will go up by 1 and Tomas' relationship will go up by 1? Do we turn him over to the teachers? Our ingenuity goes up by 1 and Tomas' relationship goes up by 1. Do we admonish the nobleman's sons? Our spirituality goes up and our relationship with Tomas goes up? Or do we shake his hand? Our reputation goes up with our family for some reason. Our Robert Brant relationship goes up, but our Tomas relationship goes down.
I don't like that last one.
I don't like that. I don't think we should do that. That's like siding with the bad guy. Like, I'm not down with it. I think we don't do a fight with him.
No.
I don't really feel like, I think we'll just get our ass kicked and then we'll just get into trouble. I don't know. What does this mean?
Turn them over to teachers.
I want to say that too. Yeah.
Only because
the school
I've had enough of getting in trouble for doing other stuff. I just want to see what happens.
That's the thing. I feel like everything we've chosen so far has just gotten us in trouble, right? Maybe we're the shitheads in this. Like, I don't know, man. I'm down to turn him into the teachers, though. Are you cool with that?
Yeah, because he still likes us.
That's true. Well,
otherwise, I wouldn't have done it.
Yeah. Oh, fair enough. Fair enough. Well, Tomas is the one getting beaten up, and that's her relationship being affected. This Derek guy, I think he's just a side character is the thing. All of these are about Tomas,
Oh,
right?
I read that all as like challenge Tomas to a fight. I'm like, why was
No, challenge Derek to a fight. Yeah, challenge Tomas as he's like being beaten up to a fight. It's the same thing as shaking hands with the bad guy. Essentially, yeah.
I'm like, why does he hate you? And it's like, he wants you to fight him.
Yeah, right. So we're gonna turn Derek over to the teachers.
Yeah.
I think. Okay, cool. All right, we did it, Brent.
So how do we get in trouble for this one?
Oh yeah.
You fold your arms across your chest and declare that Derek and his followers will pay dearly for their insolence. They, like they do in the U.S., their insulin.
They pay for their insulin. Oh my god.
Their parents may be nobles, but they are not yet nobles themselves. Here at school, we are all equals. Derek's entourage is about to swarm you two, but the teacher of Imperial Law comes to the room just a dime. Everybody immediately returns to their seats. Once the lesson is over, you tell the teacher. I was reading it very character-like, and not narrator-like. So it was like trying to be edgy and cool, like I was narrating it like I was explaining a Sonic video game.
Oh my god!
Like I was describing a Sonic video game. Way past cool. Anyways, you tell the teacher how Derek and his friends have been starting fights and picking on people. I just want to say that's on people. I thought some of the people are commoners, so technically they're not people in this type of world.
So now they're not being specific enough for you, Brent?
No, they're just flip-flop. There's too much flip-flopping. They're like politicians.
Oh my
children.
god.
Children politicians.
You know what? I want you, Brent, at some point in life, I know you want to design a video game. Can you just design a visual novel and you will do all the writing for it and it will be explained exactly in the way you want?
I will exactly do that and piss other people off because it's not the way they want it.
That's the thing, right? And then everyone will do Let's Plays reacting to your grammaticalness,
and it'll
right?
be completely fine. But
oh my god.
Funny. Because
that'd be so funny.
They are the children of nobles, yet not nobles themselves, which means they are guilty of defying their lot, and encouraging other students to do the same. The law teacher furrows his brow when he hears this. He assembles all the students and admonishes them. Any student caught in defiance of this law will no longer be welcome at the school. The twins are always watching all over us. Okay. It's wrong, but fine. And the school will not suffer the presence of the troublemakers who defy their will.
Oh.
So everybody has a friend named Will in this place.
Yeah.
Defy them.
Now, Will is the ultimate power.
Yeah. The nobleman's sons reluctantly agree. There is no good reason to risk picking on nobles when the punishment is so high, since it already happened twice. I can remember. To say Derek is angry at you would be an understatement, but he can no longer hurt you or Thomas. The bullying stops.
Nice, dude. We cured bullying. Hell yeah.
Oh yeah, we solved bullying.
Hey, we're bright now.
No pink ribbon needed.
Yeah, man. All we had to do was play a visual novel and we stopped bullying. It's amazing. 13 years. God, angsty 13-year-old boy right here.
1998, I was 12.
Okay, so but you're 13.
Yeah, and in 1999, I was 13. So that means, what did I do when I was 13? Moved from a small town to a huge one. Got a Game Boy Color.
Nice. I was 4 years old.
And played Pokemon Blue.
Nice.
Your theology teacher tells you more about Anazote. Or teaches you more about Anazote. It is more than just the provincial capital. It is also a sacred place blessed by the gods. It is where the twin gods' first disciples spilled their bloods. blood. And from that blood grew a sacred silver tree. Its enormous foliage hangs over the city. You see its branches in the sky every day, but you never approach the trunk of the tree yourself. Today you will be taking your first trip into the silver tree. Your class is visiting at service in the tree temple by the tree's very roots. Thanks to your theology teacher, you and the other students will witness the landmark of the twins' advent up close. Everybody is excited for a tree. As soon as you and the other boys enter the slums surrounding the church district of Anazote, the roots are pulsating under your feet. Is it really a tree?
Oh, are you sure it's not a hentai monster?
It's an ent. It's an entai monster.
An hentai monster. Oh my god. That's hilarious.
They spread underground and throughout the area. Pathetic cramped hovels of filthy streets surround the trunk of the tree. They are home to paupers, day laborers, and preachers. The people of the district bow humbly to you and point you towards the temple. They seem at peace despite the abject poverty in which they live.
I just thought of Ents Gone Wild.
Jeez. Just tearing off their bark.
Yeah, oh god.
Showing their knots.
Hey, lumberjack, you want to see some of this? And then he just tears off some bark, flashing him. Oh my god.
Is this a new page? It
is a new page, yes.
Okay. All who live directly beneath the tree are filled with its divine grace, your teacher says. Even though they're supposed to be in abject poverty. Okay. Filled with divine grace, your teacher says. People come here and make peace with the world and their fate in it. Your class is unusually quiet. Everyone is listening to the rustling of the leaves and the underground beating of the roots. The sky above you is obscured by the tree's canopy. You find the temple of the twin gods right next to the tremendous trunk of the tree. It almost seems a part of it. There's a crowd there, pilgrims dressed in traveling crows, paupers, and beggars, common people of the city, and the occasional well-dressed noble. There are arguments among some people who are gathered in separate small groups. Many people are wandering around, staring upward at the tree's branches. The tree impresses you with its might and calm emanating from it. You are filled with a desire to sit down and think of the world, to learn something about yourself, to touch the silver white bark, and hearken to the whispering leaves. I'm thinking, didn't we make a decision and it was supposed to be your turn to read?
No.
No? I don't remember.
I don't think so.
The last decision we made was...
You know what? Honestly, I cannot remember. Well, the last decision we made was to go beat up the guy or tell the teachers or whatever, but I think I was reading before
turn
that.
him in. Okay.
Yeah, I think I was
don't
reading
remember.
before that.
Okay.
Yeah.
You are distracted enough to fall back from the rest of your classmates. You notice a small path. It should take you right next to the trunk. A tall, red-haired woman walks out of this crowd of pilgrims. She is wearing a worn white robe. She is no longer young, but her face is youthful and covered in freckles. Her hands clutch a book. You have never seen this lady pilgrim before, yet she looks almost as if she has recognized a lifelong friend. She beckons to you and says her name, Matilde. Matilde? Matilde.
Matilde. I don't know. Matilda.
I'll just go Matilda. A preacher from Australia.
Australia. Brent, if you say a preacher from Australia, you have to do an Australian accent for
her. What she says, she shakes you to your very core. I don't know how to do it, an Australian accent. I'm just thinking of Ross, his voice. And
yeah, just talk like Ross.
I can't do it. I can think of it. I cannot mimic it. It is commendable to... Nope, see? They can't even fucking do it. It is It is commendable to see a young man so... Fuck, I'm saying it like a dude. This is supposed to be a girl.
It's okay, man. It's all good.
It is commendable to see a young man so keen to learn the teachings of the twins, she says. Yet you will never follow the light of the truth within the walls of the temple. Instead, inside you will find only lies about the lots. The erring words and prophet Isaias. Jeez, they're using a bunch of words that I have to like learn on the fly here.
I know, right?
Isaias sanctified by the passage of the centuries. Yet anyone who sets out to read the accounts of the twins' own lives knows that they'll never so much as mentioned the lots. So the lots don't exist until the people are like, oh, we'll create lots, and that's important and everyone to know.
Yes.
I read about saying that. Okay. The red-haired woman preacher's words frighten you. They clash with everything you have heard from Mother, everything that you have been taught at school. The lots or a lie? You freeze in fear. Think of a cake. Should you argue with Matilda or ask her for more information, or should you treat her as a bad woman and catch up with the classmates?
Think of a cake? Is that what you said?
Yeah. Because the cake is a lie.
Oh, okay. I was really confused because you said you freeze in fear and then you said the cake thing, and I was like, you freezing cakes? What?
You freeze in fear and think of a cake.
Oh my god.
You suddenly feel the small, warm hand grasp your own. You see a girl right next to you. She is just a little older than you, wearing a black dress, threadbare, yet almost spotless. Her hair is covered by a handkerchief, with only a single golden lock showing. And the picture shows the opposite of that.
Yeah, pretty much.
Her brown eyes are burning with rage, her hand pulling you away from the red-haired preacher. You stare in confusion at the strange young girl, your cheeks flushed by a sudden touch. There is just a bit of color on her cheeks, too. But then she starts speaking to you quickly. Jean. Don't listen to her. She's dangerous. Come to the temple with me. Only there you will see the truth. I hope she's not in this that much longer. Because I don't want to use that voice. You stand there, surrounded by the crowd of praying pilgrims and the sounds of shuffling feet, torn between two people you have never seen before. Each of them expects you to follow her. But all while you are here, the while you hear the whispering of the wind in the tree's branches. The branches reach out for you, almost as if the tree wishes to speak to itself. Can you hear its voice?
All right, big decision time. Follow the girl into the temple. We get a destiny, a matters of the heart. Our willpower goes down by 5. We get acquainted with Jean or whatever, and our relationship goes up with her. Jean, yeah, goes up by 1, which is cool. We stay with the red-haired pilgrim. Our spirituality goes up by 1, but our relationship with Jean goes down.
Jean.
Yes. I have no idea. Do we leave them and approach the tree? Our willpower goes up by 10. And we cannot do the last one, which is given to the Epiphany, because our insight is terrible. We literally have no insight.
So, revelation of the tree. Interesting.
Yeah, so essentially...
What did we need for the revelation of the tree?
Sorry, your mic is, like, really glitching out right now. I can hear you, but you sound like a robot.
Yeah. Every once in a while, I get this little exclamation.
Okay, wait, hold on. I just want to go back to Discord quickly. Hold on. Say things.
Hello.
Oh, your video is not working.
My video.
Now you're flashing. Okay. Sorry, I'm on Discord right now. Hey, there you go. Hey, Brent.
Usually it'll have a yellow exclamation point when it's my end. I don't.
Oh, okay. Well, you're fine now. You're good now. Yeah. Just for whatever reason, it just got like really glitchy all of a sudden. Anyways.
What is the requirements for given to the Epiphany?
It was insight. We had to pick the insight destiny. Yeah. Well, it was like, you see how these things on the side say like destiny, personality, relations?
Yeah.
There was a choice that we could have made earlier in the game that would have given us insight. But we chose not to make that decision.
Yeah.
So essentially that's the reason why we can't do it.
All right.
Yeah. So, I mean, I kind of like getting all these Destiny ones because then they unlock more choices in the future, which is kind of good. Because we'll get Matters of the Heart for this one.
Just because that one's unlocked, that's the kind of one I want to.
I that's the thing. Whenever there's like one that we've unlocked, I feel like we should go down that.
Yeah.
Yeah. The other one, spirituality. We don't care about that. Leave them and approach the tree. We don't really need more willpower. We're at 15.
Yeah.
Let's go follow the girl into the temple. All right, let's do it.
That doesn't sound this great.
I mean, shut up. You turn your back on the suspicious preacher and follow the girl inside. She introduces herself to you along the way. Her name is Jian. The temple is filled with light. It is separated into two halves, just like the temple in your district. One for the commoners and one for the nobles. Yet this temple is far more grand than that one. You see two towering statues by the altar, carved with impeccable detail. They depict the twins. The elder bears an empathetic smile, and the younger has a stern look about him. They are depicted in the garments of pilgrims, frozen in their eternal journey to meet one another. Oh God, you gotta do it, Brent.
My uncle is the one of the priests in this temple. I'm an acolyte. I work in the temple. I help him clean the temple, cook the food for the poor, and I also greet the worshipers. People come here all the time. Many are lost, and they don't know where to go once they're inside, but nobody should feel lost in this place. This temple is for all the estates.
Jian's face is no longer angry. The red-haired preacher is long forgotten. She is like a warm ray of light under the roof of the grand bright temple. You ask her a question. Is she happy in her service to the twins?
Of course I am. This is where I belong, inside the temple. Feel the twins watching all over me all the time. And I'm with them. I'm never afraid, never sad.
She looks at the statues when she mentions the twins and smiles at them as if they were her close friends.
Do you feel it too?
You, too, turn your eyes to face the twin gods. You feel the eyes of the elder upon you. They feel warm like mother's loving words. You feel virtue and order in the eyes of the younger. They feel like father's words of pride and respect.
I knew it. I knew you could feel it. It's so easy when you're in the temple. But they watch over us all the time, you know. Just pray for your heart and remember it feels all the time. Even if back home, even on a long, long journey.
Jian's voice is clear and insistent as you listen to her.
Also annoying.
And very annoying. Just kidding. As you listen to her, you just barely touch the palm of your hand that held hers a moment ago. Maybe it's just a delusion, but that hand feels warmer now. It's all that COVID that's on that hand. You keep looking
You've
back
been
at the...
infected.
Yeah, right? It's like, did you ever play Halo Zombies at all? Like the zombie mode?
Yes.
Yeah, because it would... Essentially, it was
2.
called Infected, yeah. But it would say, like, the voice person would be, like, infected. So I just assumed, like, that's the voice that comes out when you touch her hand or something. It's like, oh, God.
I played zombies on Halo 2 in the X-Link High servers.
Oh, wow. Nice.
Yep.
That was, like, old school.
Oh, yeah. Because I didn't have money to pay for Xbox Live.
Yeah.
That was free.
I didn't even know Xbox Live was a thing until, oh gosh, probably like late into the 360 thing. Like I didn't, I had the original Xbox, but I never did any like online or anything like that.
I think it was fairly late into it as well. That's when I got the gold.
Another school day has ended. You are making your way home, still mulling over the things you learned from your teachers. The founding of the empire, the eternal and unshakable rule of a single dynasty, the 3 estates, each with its own rights. What an odd sort of order the world has, and yet so mysterious. At least it sounds that way when your teachers talk about it. Mother is waiting for you on the porch. She smiles gently when she sees you, and yet her expression still shows great concern. Father left on a trip to several distant Magran towns a few days ago. Since then, Mother has been trying to tell you something, but she seems uncertain. Son! Oh, is that you or me? No, that's you. I can't. No, that's me. Never mind. I think it's me. Son, can you put your things away and come pray with me? You join Mother in a prayer to the twins. She prays with fervent sincerity, her head bowed low, reciting the words of obedience to them and their greater design in a barely audible whisper. You repeat after her, just as she has taught you ever since you were a little boy.
Every time they say the twins, all I can think of is that they're praying to boobs. Literally all I can think of.
They're just... Oh my god. Oh, Brent. Oh, just praying to some tig old biddies. That's great. When the prayer ends, Mother sighs and turns to you. Brent, my son, you're 13 now. You'll be grown soon. It's time you learned about certain things that are important to our family. Difficult things. It's about your father and me. About our shitty-ass marriage. You gaze curiously into Mother's eyes. I'm sure you've wondered about this before. Your father is a nobleman of the mantle, so how could he marry a commoner with another man's child? But you see, Brent, your father, when his first wife Amalia ill-born died, it was a painful blow to him. He lost the will to live, lost all purpose. He felt that, like his own destiny, was cut short that day as well. And then he met...
Released Destiny 2.
Yeah, and the Destiny 2 came out, you know, and he got a little bit better. You know the troubles I had in the past. I went to the prefecture as a petitioner to ask them for help, protection, justice. When I was a young girl, I worked at a small shop and sold crockery and dishes. A nobleman took a liking to me, and may his name be forever forgotten. The twins know I was humble and honored by his lot to rule, but he took me by force. Mother falls silent, summoning the courage to continue. Gloria is that nobleman's daughter, but he was outraged. How could I have the gall to burden him with low-born progeny? He turned me onto the street with that little baby girl in my arms. Mother's voice is shaking now. You take her hand tenderly. I had no home, no honor, nowhere to go, no one to help me. When I went to the prefecture, I didn't really think the judges there would help me find justice against my former master. But when Sir Robert heard my plea, his eyes met mine, and I believe that at that very moment, the twins themselves granted him the gift of their love. God, this is killing my voice. Your father told me that there was nothing he could do to make that detestable nobleman marry me. But he would never abandon me and baby Gloria, and if I agreed, he would take me home to his own home. Tears are running down Mother's cheeks. And I knew it, my son. I knew how much his honor and reputation would suffer, but caring for me brought him back to life. It's like he experienced another sacrament. He rediscovered his noble purpose, his lot to rule and protect and care for others. But his decision to marry me, he is still paying for it for today. Your father had the courage to defy your grandfather, the founder of his bloodline. If only you knew how much he had to endure, my son. If only you knew the despicable rumors we heard about the Brants all over Anazate. It was only thanks to the efforts of Sir Gregor that the Brant bloodline managed to hang on to what little remained of its reputation. And now the noble families have all but forgotten about that scandal. Thank the twins. Mother falls silent. She looks at you intently. Do you understand what she is telling you? No, because she has a terrible fucking voice. Can't understand a single thing she's saying.
It's like, stop talking.
Yeah, right? Mom, this is why I don't talk to you. Jeez. My son, I'm not telling you this just to share the pain of my past. I have no reason to complain. Even Sir Gregor has accepted me through gritted teeth. But you need to understand the heavy burden our family must bear, including our scandalous marriage and Gloria's foul origin. And Gloria, she can never be a Brant. Even if the elder Brants agreed, the news would stir up the old scandal in the minds of high society. And if that were to happen, Brent, they would see even your birth as illegitimate. Mother sighs heavily. What I told you just now is something you have to know, son. You are about to enter adult life. By my lot, I must be humble. I cannot tell you how to treat your family. But may I ask you a question? Now that you know all this, do you still see Gloria as your sister? Do we accept Gloria as our sister? Do we distance ourselves from Gloria? Or do we evade the question? I mean, Gloria's never been a dick to us. I feel like we should accept her as our sister. I feel like distancing ourselves from Gloria would not be a good idea. We only get, like, negative things except for the nobility side.
And what's the last one?
Evade the question. Our willpower goes up by 5, but Lydia Brant goes down by 1.
That's the one I think he would do.
You think he would do that? Evade the question?
Yeah.
You do not want to disappoint Mother and Gloria, but you are not ready to promise anything just yet. You know what? That's fair. That's fair. I feel like... Yeah.
Accepting... I'm gonna... because of Enoch, I am very hesitant anything to do with Gloria. So I'm gonna say,
oh my God,
accepting Gloria is a bad idea.
Why?
This thing seems bad as well.
I feel like this is like the really bad one. Like distancing ourselves from Gloria is like the horrible one to do.
But honestly, that's probably the best answer. Only because doing the stupidest thing seems to be rewarded, and doing the best thing seems to be punished in this game.
I agree with that. There's a lot of times where it's like, hey, let's do the right thing. And it's like, oh, you got beat up, but you got like a bunch of... I feel like that's it. It's like you can do the right thing, but then you get shit on. Or you do the wrong thing, and then it's like, you still get shit on, but you get shit on with benefits. Or something. I don't know. It may be the best one, but I don't feel like that's the answer he would do, because... I don't think he would. I don't think he cares enough exactly to distance himself from Gloria. Yeah. But I also agree that I don't think he would exactly be like, all right, like Gloria is my sister or whatever, right? Like, I mean, I don't know. Personally, I would still accept Gloria as a sister, but we have to remember that we are technically role playing a character in this. And I feel like, maybe you're right about that. Evading the question would probably be like a little bit better, maybe, like for our character.
And that one should be like a relationship 0. It should be a 0, like it doesn't affect it either way. I only think that because it's like, I don't, if she's thinking that she can't enter, you're about to enter adult life, but she must be humble, so these are the things that you have to deal with, and you're like, I don't know how to deal with this yet. I'm 13. Let me just figure this out later. And that's what it seems like the best answer. And she should be, and she's supposed to be the adult who goes, all right, that makes sense. So
I think it's more like Lydia's like, because you have to remember the situation. Like, she's crying right now. She's telling you everything about her, and she just wants her daughter, right, to be accepted by the rest of the family. And then with you not exactly saying, like, yes, I will accept her, like, even if you're just evading the question, I feel like it kind of makes sense that her relationship goes down, because it's like, oh, okay, I feel like she'd be able to see that you don't exactly want to say you don't agree with it. But I mean, it's like
hard. I've been fucked over by other things in life by making a split-second decision. I would like to not answer this right away.
Yeah. Okay, Brent, so, final verdict. Are we evading the question?
Yeah.
Evading the question. Okay. all right. And then our mom just, like, I don't know, pulls out a book and just slaps us in the face with it.
Starts beating us with that telephone book.
Right? Oh, man. Yeah.
Oh, you do not want to disappoint Mother or Gloria, but you do not want to make any promises you cannot keep. Who knows what the future may hold? It always pays to be careful.
And you know what else pays to be careful, Brent?
What? Being on the next episode?
Yeah. Thanks for watching. If you like this episode, like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell. Do the things you do for everyone else, but do it for us. Do it for Gloria over here, who we basically just politely rejected / not rejected because we don't know our shit. We're 13.
Also, the shadow of the past is used correctly. I'm liking that use of the past.
A plus. They did it. They beat Danganronpa. Danganronpa didn't use past correctly.